President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi continued his visit to the Serbian capital Belgrade on Thursday, during which he was awarded an honorary doctorate from Belgrade University and laid a wreath of flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier on Mount Evala. Earlier, the president met with his Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić, addressed the Egyptian-Serbian Business Forum and met with Speaker of the Serbian Parliament Ivica Dačić. The following report shed more light on the president's visit to Serbia.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has been awarded an honorary doctorate from the Belgrade University, one of the most important educational institutions in Serbia. On receiving the honorary doctorate on Thursday, President el-Sisi delivered a speech in which he thanked the university. In his speech, the head of state stressed that the climate change and the overpopulation are the biggest challenges facing the world, beside water scarcity and the food problems. President el-Sisi expressed the Egyptian keenness on preserving welfare and interests of the Nile Basin countries. Meanwhile, President el-Sisi led a wreath of flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier on Mount Evala in Serbia. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said that President el-Sisi was accompanied by the Serbian defense minister. Earlier on Tuesday, the president met with the Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić to probe the bilateral ties, in addition to a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. At a joint press conference following the meeting, President el-Sisi expressed his appreciation to the Serbian leadership and the people, adding that Egypt is looking forward to developing cooperation in various domains in light of the historical ties binding the two countries. For his part, Vučić welcomed President el-Sisi, stressing the significance of his visit to Serbia, adding that his country is looking forward to boosting the bilateral ties in all fields during the upcoming period. The two leaders signed a number of agreements and memoranda of understandings in the fields of higher education, agriculture, art and media. Later, President el-Sisi addressed the Egyptian-Serbian Business Forum, during which the president reviewed the opportunities of investment in Egypt and horizons of economic and trade cooperation between the two countries. He called on the Serbian businessmen to participate in the national projects in Egypt, especially in the fields of ports, noting that Egypt has good investment opportunities, especially amid the modernization of needed infrastructure during the past 7 years. The president said that more than 6,000 projects at a cost of £8 trillion have been implemented with the aim of preparing the state for more investments. The forum witnessed a display of documentary featuring the Egyptian achievements in the railway and the transportation field, especially the new tunnels, bridges, the express train and the monorail, in addition to new means of naval transportation, plus a project to transform the Egyptian ports into international hubs, as well as the new international airports. The documentary also shed light on the textiles and weaving industry, iron and steel projects, food industries and renewable energy and petrochemical projects. It also featured new fourth-generation cities such as the new administrative capital, the new Alamein city, new Ismailiyya city, El Galila city, new Aswan. The documentary displayed the expansion in health services and the establishment of hospitals and medical centers to cover all the governorates and the health insurance system in Egypt, as well as the pharmaceutical industries. President el-Sisi also met with the Speaker of the Serbian Parliament, Ivica Dačić. During the meeting, the Speaker of the Serbian Parliament praised the distinguished relations between the peoples of the two countries.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and his Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić attended on Thursday a military show displaying locally manufactured Serbian army weapons and defense equipment. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi said that the show took place at the Serbian Army training area in Belgrade. marking the 70th anniversary of the 23rd of July revolution. Minister of Interior Mahmoud Tawfiq sent cables of congratulations to President El-Sisi. In his message, Minister Tawfiq expressed his sincere greetings and wishes of success to the President. He added that the celebration of the revolution represents a long march of devotion and loyalty. It also raises values and principles in the conscience and beliefs of coming generations to preserve vows and exert more efforts to open new horizons for better future. The Minister of Interior also hoped President El-Sisi attain his aspirations in achieving the country's comprehensive development. The Ministry of Interior continued its efforts to fight all kinds of supply violations, on top of which selling of expired commodities. The efforts had paid fruits in many cases, including 1,483 cases of overpricing selling. 618 cases of violations by bakeries were also detected by policemen of the Supply Police Administration. Egypt offered sincere condolences over the victims of brutal attack that targeted civilians, including children, in northern Iraq's Kurdistan region as artillery shells hit a park in an attack. Egypt expressed solidarity with Iraq in facing all shapes of violent terrorism and extremism and wished speedy recovery for the injured. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Ghait also denounced the Turkish attack on Iraq that led to deaths, totally refusing any breach of Iraqi sovereignty and international law. 9 civilians, including children, were killed in a park in Iraq's Kurdistan region Wednesday by artillery fire that Baghdad blamed on Turkey. And to details. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli asserted the keenness of the state to expand the establishment of modern and friendly environment transportation projects, pointing out to the importance of these projects in facilitating movements. These came during a meeting held by Madbouli to follow up the status concerning a number of projects that are being implemented in the transportation sector. The meeting was attended by Minister of Planning Dr. Hala Said, Minister of Transport Kamil El-Wazir, as well as a number of officials. Prime Minister Madbouli said that the meeting comes in the framework of the continuous follow-up of the projects that are being implemented by the Ministry of Transportation in the different vital sectors. Meanwhile, Minister of Transport Kamil El-Wazir reviewed the status of a number of projects that are carried out by the ministry. Egypt's stock market indices continued its gains for the 4th consecutive session on Thursday. The main EGX 30 index added 1.94%. The small and medium EGX 70 saw 2.39%. The more expanded EGX 100 added 2.4%. The overall transactions and dealings within this session reached £7 billion.